You know, I really wish people would treat their stuff better when it's in storage. Or when I mean storage, I mean at the... What was it? It was at a service center, right? And they left all the food in there and it got all rotten and damaged my refrigerator.
Yeah.
So you have to replace this stupid
People
thing.
are jerks.
Right?
No respect.
Alright, well, that's no big deal. Refrigerators are one thing. We'll get that pulled out, and it's a good thing we haven't put the door in yet. It's really just going to be taking it out and putting it through the door. Oh, usually with these residential refrigerators, I like to take the doors off when I'm moving them and take everything out from the inside. That way it's so much easier to move this thing around because it's a very empty box at that point. You don't have to worry about the doors flopping around. Let me get this thing taken apart. It just plugs in behind the cabinet right there. I think I can reach my arm back there. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. Just take that trim off up there. Take those screws off down there. Take the lower trim off. And then take those screws out. And that should do it. I'll start moving this thing out and disconnecting hoses and such. Because there is water to this ice maker. Much like the rest of the RV world, I guess this refrigerator was mostly held in with double-sided tape. So I just have to get this mount off the top of there. Nice. Alright, it wasn't double-sided tape, it was urethane. Was it? Epoxy. Alright. Epoxy. It worked pretty well. Let's get this stuff taken out and thrown away. Okay, so I haven't thrown any of the stuff away because I might need that. I never know. I'll throw it away once I know I don't need it. It's just a shame. This is a brand new refrigerator and somebody let it get destroyed. Don't know what goes on in people's minds most of the time. But I got a good beat on a better one, so I think they'll be happier. The future owner will be happier with the better one that it's going to get. This one's actually a little bit narrower in depth without the doors on than it is in width. Either way, it should fit through the front door, but even if that was the most disturbing part, is we had no front cap on. That'd be the easiest time to put this refrigerator in and out. But we didn't know that it was bad until we got power hooked back up. But worst case scenario, we could still cut out that window and put it out that window. Would have fit through there too. That's what it looks like. Nothing to see back there. Just got the water line and power that goes across. Well, definitely sometimes it's better to be lucky. Actually, it's always better to be lucky. And there's our new refrigerator. And just a little bit of modification. It's the same measurements. I'll just have to notch out back here for that hinge. I think this is the hinge bracket right there. And then the refrigerator's gonna be back in. Awesome. All right, I think I got it. Be kind to me. All right, so I made this more than big enough to notch out for those hinges right there. This I'll make a mark right on top of the refrigerator where it's gonna go. And then the original piece that went up there, it's gonna be right here. I'll just have to actually notch it back there a little bit more and then notch it the other side, and then this will go over the top and it will conceal everything. And then I think right here. Now this is my biggest hope, is that this Southco latch will go right there and it will engage that perfectly. So I'll have one there and one there. That'll latch the refrigerator doors, and then they just had one underneath before. But that's pretty much what it'll look like when it's all done. I'm pretty happy with that. Now to secure this thing inside, I know they just used epoxy. I'll use these short self-tapping panhead screws or washer head screws and get those holes put in. We don't want to go too deep, obviously. And then I'll add some adhesive underneath and then put it back down again. Alright, so that's been installed. I put some adhesive underneath it. Now we just have to push it back. Okay, just a little bit more. That horrible sound means I guess we're good. Doors open. Doors open. That's all we hope for. Refrigerator doors open. Now I just have to put some screws right in there. This is the main purpose, to keep the refrigerator from tipping out. Nice. And then the piece over the top is just going to be for decoration. Alright, look at that. Now the refrigerator shouldn't tip out. Should be able to hang on it. And I'm hanging on it. And once that adhesive actually cures, it'll be even stronger. So it's not vital, but it's always best just to over-secure something like this, because this is going to go down the road. I'm going to go ahead and just run some screws down through the frame right there into the whatever that thing's called, the floor. That's a good name for it. Okay, and of course I got my little hole drilled right next to that foot through the frame down below and into the wood now. Nice. Now this can go on. Hooray. Look at that. Now the refrigerator is basically mounted. It's a much nicer refrigerator than they would have had originally. Now I can plug it in, put this thing in, get everything out of the way, and last thing to do is that little trim up there. So let me do that, and then we'll see it all done. Alright, so I just cut that up, sanded it a little bit. I still have to stain it, but I think that'll do a great job hiding what it's supposed to look like. And then put some latches on. This refrigerator's installed. I even have it running. Alright, happy with the way that's turning out. These latches go pretty easily right there. I found this easiest to put one in into the refrigerator and then put the screws into that. I'm going to add another screw right there, since the latches will be right in the middle. That'll give some backing to those latches. And then this will be done up here. Really quite pleased with the way that's turning out. And just like that, we have latches installed. Look at that. Latches perfectly. Ooh, look at that. Latches perfectly. Just had the one put down there, but this isn't a refrigerator installation video. This is a rebuilding a front end motorhome video. I apologize because I feel like I didn't explain this refrigerator issue very well. So this is the original refrigerator. It's a Whirlpool. It's not a French door, it just had a upper refrigerator and a freezer drawer. When this was at the service center getting priced out, and then at the insurance yard getting auctioned off, they left food in it the entire time. And even though somebody went ahead and cleaned this out when it got here, it was not good. I don't know if you guys can see the condition of the metal in that light. A lot of the baskets were broken. And yeah, maybe we could have bought everything. We could have cleaned this up pretty well. So, even on the freezer door here, you can see how gross that whole thing is. This is after it was cleaned. But once I got power going to it, it ran, but it wasn't cooling. So I made the executive decision to pull the refrigerator while we still had the front door out and get a replacement. And I luckily found the same manufacturer and style that would work. And it's been very difficult during this whole 2020 to find refrigerators. Everything's been made difficult during this whole shutdown thing. But that's the reason why we swapped out this refrigerator. Hopefully that makes more sense to people now. But like I said, it's a pretty good upgrade anyways, because now they have a French door refrigerator with water in the door. The same style down here, so ice is still down here, unfortunately. But definitely a lot nicer, I think. So it's a good upgrade. And while I didn't show you exactly how to install a residential refrigerator, a lot of the things I did is what you would be doing if you ever had to change out our RV refrigerator and put in a residential refrigerator. The biggest difference would be sometimes the windshield has to come out and sometimes the front door has to come out. But usually you can get everything you need through the big window on the side there. I like taking all the doors and everything off the refrigerator when I do a residential installation. Because those doors can break pretty easily, they dent pretty easily, and they get in the way of everything. So it makes the refrigerator a lot smaller too. I know some people have cut refrigerators and have to get them out. I'm baffled by that one, but I've never had to do that. I think I still would have just taken a window out. I haven't seen too many new Tiffins. People usually hold on to those for a while before they trade those in. But I love Tiffin products. This ceiling, how do I put this? Apparently this is a low-end diesel pusher from Tiffin, but this is a really nice coach. I'm really quite pleased by it. We look right here. I'm not sure how vital an electric shade would have been, but they did add it right there. Seems like Tiffin usually had the pull chains right here. I like the pull chains because I've never once had to fix one of those pull chains. They're like beaded chains, like a garage door, and those always work. So all the rest of these shades are all just manual spring loaded, but for some reason they went with power there. So let me just go ahead and close it back up again. Wow.